So here we have the Mercedes-Benz A200 on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you inside the boot, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside from there. As you can see, we have plenty of boot space along with the 60/40 split folding rear seat should you wish to increase this space even further. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the speedometer and fuel gauge, and on the right-hand side, the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge. In the middle, you can see that it will show you what gear this car is in. It's an automatic, so we are in park at the moment. The information displayed above that can be changed using buttons on the steering wheel. You can, for example, have a digital readout for the speedometer. You can also see the total miles for the car, which are 24,847. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left-hand side of the buttons I was using just a second ago, and on the right-hand side we have stereo and phone controls. Behind the steering wheel we have the plus and minus pedal. That is so that you can change gear manually with this automatic gearbox. Over in the centre, we then have the main screen for the car. So up on here, you can access your satellite navigation, for example. All of the movement on the screen is all done using this dial just here. So you can work your way around the screen using this dial, or if you'd rather, you can use the buttons that are on here. So if you want radio, for example, you'd press the radio button and you'll have your radio menu. You can use the dial that I mentioned to go through various radio presets. You can listen to your own music by pressing the media button down on that main unit. And again, there are a few ways to listen to your own music in this car. It's loading that system up now, as you can see. But you can stream your music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio, for example. On top of all of that, if I pop the car into reverse, you'll see we have a full colour reversing camera with guidelines that show you what direction the car is headed in relation to the image being shown on the screen. Working our way down, we have the CD player, the main volume for the stereo, the buttons I went through just a moment ago. You can also answer and end phone calls from here once you paired up your phone as well. Below that, we can turn off the stop and start. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic to save you fuel. We can turn the hazard warning lights on and off, and we can change the driving setup of the car. So you're able to put the car into any number of modes. They show in here as well as on that main screen. And at the bottom of that section, we then have the dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature. You can increase, decrease the fan speed. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed. Once you're happy with all of those settings, that button turns your air conditioning on. Same button again to turn that off. Or hit auto, and the car will maintain those temperatures, which you can hear it doing now, by taking control of the fan speed and the direction of the air for you. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.